Victoria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious side dish. It's perfect. Combine it with your turkey on Thanksgiving Day. This side dish comes out delicious, creamy every time. It's green bean casserole. I know that you guys are really going to love it and enjoy it. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients. I have half an onion, 2 garlic cloves, salt, black pepper, green beans, 1 can of cream of mushroom, chicken broth. I have the crispy onions. The crispy onions really give such a kick to this green bean casserole. So let's get started and let's cook this side dish that is perfect for your turkey. I want to start here with my green beans. I'm going to go ahead and just transfer them to this big plate, and from here, let's take them to the sink. Let's rinse them in running water, making sure that we rinse every single one. You know, this is a very important step because we want to make sure that we really rinse our green beans before we start cutting the edges of the green beans. Now that they are nice and rinsed, now is the time to take these little pieces off from both sides. This really takes a long time, but you know something? This is important because these little pieces are the ones that we need to remove before we start mixing them and cooking them. So I'm going to continue with the rest. I am done with all my green beans. I have already a pan with boiling water, and I'm going to add all my green beans in here. They're going to be in here until the water starts bubbling one more time, and that takes maybe a minute or two. Once the water starts just bubbling just like this, then it's time to remove them. Now I'm going to go ahead and sift them through here, leave them there, and I'm going to continue with my onion. I'm going to go ahead and dice my onion, dice my garlic cloves. You want to make sure that you dice it really small so that they release all the delicious flavor. These garlics really going to release all the flavor. I'm going to go ahead, transfer it to this little plate, and let's go to the stove and start cooking them. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I'm adding the onion and the garlic. We want it a little bit toasted, and to tell you the truth, it really doesn't take too long. Just a couple minutes, and the onion and the garlic are going to get really nice and brown, just like this. They are nice and translucent, a little crispy, the onion, but this is ready. Now I'm ready to transfer them back to this plate. I'm adding my cream of mushroom. I'm adding the whole can. I want to make sure that I get everything out of the can. I'm going to go ahead and incorporate completely. Once everything is incorporated, I'm going to add about half a cup of the chicken broth, and I'm going to incorporate it. To this, I'm adding my black pepper and my salt. Remember that the salt is to taste. Once everything is nice and incorporated, now I'm going to add my green beans. Okay, I'm adding all my green beans, and I'm going to incorporate it, making sure that they get covered with this delicious cream of mushroom. You want to make sure that everything is nice and covered. I'm going to taste it. To my tasting, this is great. I don't need to add any more salt. I have my baking dish here. I'm going to go ahead and add everything in here. I have preheated my oven to 350, and now I am adding my crispy onions. This is the part that you really have to add. This ingredient gives such a delicious flavor to your green bean casserole. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm adding almost 1 whole cup of the crispy onions, and now let's take it to the oven. I'm going to go ahead, put it in the oven for only 20 minutes for 350 Fahrenheit. 20 minutes have passed, and look at this. The smell is delicious, and let me show you how this looks. Nice and bubbly. The onion smells so delicious. The green beans, they're still nice and green. And you know something, now I'm ready for the presentation, and of course I am ready to taste it. Look at this. This just smells amazing. You don't want to overcook it, or else the green beans are gonna get very soggy. So I'll see you in a bit. My friends, I am completely done. My home smells delicious with all these delicious flavors. You know something? The green beans are so soft, but yet they're not overcooked. You can still feel that little crunch. The onion on the top, nice and crispy, and it gave it such a delicious flavor. And you know something? The cream, well, I don't want to continue talking. I really want to taste these casserole green beans. Let me see how this came out, because my home smells amazing and I'm sure that they taste delicious. Excuse me. Mmm. 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 This green bean casserole came out delicious. Perfect to combine it with your turkey, with the chicken breast, you name it. This is a perfect side dish. The holidays are here, and I want you to enjoy what I enjoy in my home, what I cook for my family, because when you cook with love, everything comes out delicious and amazing. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me your thumbs up, share my video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell. And if you did, leave it activated, so every time I make a delicious recipe, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying delicious green bean casserole. Remember, cook with love, and your family is going to enjoy it and love it. See you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.